hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? Don't let anybody make you think that God chose America as his divine messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you are too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. Be still and know that I'm God.
Welcome again to Street Talk. My name is Ahmad Shakaraki, and on Street Talk we deal with the political, social, and economics here in Michigan, the U.S., and abroad. Now, joining me tonight,
Paget Maynard.
Paget, we got lots of things to talk about, but how about the debt ceiling? You know, we and in fact, let me back up a moment. The debt ceiling, it never was a problem, never was a thing until I would say the last 30 years, because about 40 years ago, they didn't even deal with that, and about 30 years ago, it came into play, but in this year, when we got Biden in there, a Democratic president. Now, the 3 years Trump was in there, they went. The Democrats voted and then Republicans voted for it. But now this year, the Democrats they got to vote for it themselves. The Republicans not going to have anything to do with it. And when Trump was in there, Democrats voted because it wasn't supposed to be a problem. Now what we got now?
Okay, first off, let's say this debt ceiling really and truly is not something constitutional.
Right.
This came in for a political purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
No tax and spend, as they would say.
Mm-hmm.
However, both Republicans and Democrats always voted for it whenever the time comes up.
Yeah.
Now, the last 3 years, 4 years, since Trump was in office,
mm-hmm.
they rack up over $8 trillion added to the debt.
Yeah.
What you are doing now, we have to find the money. We are talking about paying the debt that you already racked up.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a new debt you're incurring.
No.
This is something that has already been used, and we have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
You use your credit card, now you have to go and pay
mm-hmm.
for using the credit card.
Yeah.
Republicans this year around, with a Democrat in the White House, decide no Republican is going to vote for it. It has to be done, it must be done, it needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
But the Democrats are responsible, and they will have to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
Yet, in as much as you're saying we are not going to help you, we're not going to vote for it, you're still putting up roadblocks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're filibustering. You got to get 60 people voting for it.
Yeah.
If you have 50-50 now in the House, in the Senate, and you need 10 more,
mm-hmm.
and you say not one Republican is going to vote for it, where the 10 going to come from? You can't manufacture them.
You can't have it.
Which means the Democrats have to find a way of getting around that and just go with the simple majority. I don't know what they're going to do, how they're going to do, but they need to get it done. Because if I don't pay my bills, I'm in trouble.
Well, the thing is that it would be the first time the U.S., you know, it would be the first time the U.S. ever didn't come up, didn't pay the debts and all of that. It would be the first time ever. Now you think about this country's been here 200 something,
40 roughly.
you know, and it would be the first time.
But look further. First or 10th time. What are the consequences? When we don't pay our bills, we go to collection. They could take us to court, right, as individuals.
Mm-hmm.
But when America doesn't pay its bill, it's going to affect the stock market.
Oh, everything.
The whole economy is going to be ruined.
Mm-hmm.
You as individuals and corporations, your business is going to suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I don't know if you heard the Secretary of the Treasury, Yellen. She was saying a few days ago, if they don't do this, it's going to be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Catastrophic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody gonna suffer.
Well, you know, the thing is that people won't be getting their checks. You know,
There would be no money.
the
so
military
why write a check?
military won't be paid. I mean, you know,
Social security checks and all of that.
all of these different things, man, and see, I was saying to I think I was talking to Dennis, and I was saying about well, see, to me, and maybe I'm too hard on them or something, but I think that the Democrats are too easy.
Well, don't they call them liberal?
Well, we got liberals and we got the conservative Democrats. Cause you go to Joe Manchin and this lady from
We're going to come to them just now.
yeah, this lady from
Arizona or something.
Arizona. They should be right wing Republicans. I mean,
we're going to come back to them. Let's finish here.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you were saying on.
But the thing is that they are trying to get it where when time to vote for another president and time to vote for the Democrats next year, what they're going to do is point out, Democrats can't run anything. Look what happened. So that's what they are counting on, and
But then Ahmad, the Democrats now could counter and say, well, hey, we were set to do it. We were ready to do it. You blocked every avenue so that we couldn't get it done. So don't be hypocrites now. Start telling the people the truth. And by the way, I think right now is the best time to start talking the truth.
Well, the thing is this: the Democrats are too easy going, because right now I would have four ads out there every place that says, hey, the Republicans don't want to do anything. They don't want to pass anything. They don't want to do anything. They just want to stand back and
block.
Block. That's all they want to do. They believe, and old guy from Kentucky, McConnell, they believe by doing this, they can win by doing this. And I just hope that the people in the U.S. I'm hoping, and there's a bunch of silly one out there, but I'm hoping people with more sense will see that next year when time to vote. You know, for these guys from Florida, I mean guys from Georgia and all the rest of them who are up next year and have to be voted on. But I'm hoping they will see this and not stay at home, because you know this is what happened with a lot with time and time again. You know, that's the reason we had this stinking Trump in there, because a lot of our Democrats stayed at home, you know, and didn't vote. So I'm hoping that next year they'll come out and vote, you know, and let these Republicans know that they ain't gonna get away with this.
You know, you said McConnell.
Yes.
I like the first part of the name, Mac. Okay, but then look, what follows it? Con.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, they talk about the pros and the cons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
The for and the not for.
Yeah.
The against.
Yeah.
Well, he is the con man.
He is.
He comes out, oh, we get so many millions of dollars coming to our state,
Yeah.
but I didn't vote for it.
That's right. Right.
What kind of hypocrite you could be?
Yeah.
Making this big boast about it when you did everything to prevent it.
Yes.
Anyhow.
And right now, a lot of these Republicans going home bragging about, oh, we got this money, and all of them voted against it. That's the really silly thing, is that, and the people will be sitting there believing that, you know. And this is what's so bad about the U.S. We've got so many millions out here. Whatever the Republicans say, they're gonna believe it. You know, whatever the
Ahmad,
hmm?
the problem, people, when they trust you, when they believe in you, for whatever reason, anything you say, they could go with it. The reason they're doing that, because they are not being educated
Mm-hmm.
as to what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
We have to use this program to help people to understand what's going on. Let's jump into another item here right now at this juncture. We could talk about the infrastructure bill.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
They say a bipartisan. All right, 19 Republicans out of 50 voted for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only voting for what the traditional infrastructure,
Right.
roads, bridge, etc.
Yeah.
Now, they have not grown to come to see that the infrastructure gone beyond just road and bridges.
Right. Right.
What about the people? And
Mhm.
that's what Biden's bill is all about. This is
Mhm.
what he's asking for.
Yeah.
We cannot and we should not leave the people behind.
Mm-hmm.
70+% of the people all over this country
Mm-hmm.
are in favor of what Biden has.
Yes. Yes.
The people can't, nobody want to work. These women don't want to work. That they don't want to work, they cannot go to work because they cannot afford to pay for babysitting from minimum wage.
That's it. That's it.
They're asking to raise the minimum wage to $15, which
Yeah.
is not out of sight.
No. No.
But the Republicans say no.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mhm.
you need people to do something else. But they can't take the people because Republicans say no, we're
Mhm.
not going to pay. Okay, we want the climate
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not infrastructure. Man, that is destroying the country.
Yeah. Yes.
Why you think all these crazy weather storms we get coming up every minute and worse and worse?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They are much worse in the last 3 or 4 storms, hurricanes, whatever we want to call them. I mean, they have been worse than any we've had. You know, they've been worse than any. They have been worse than any we've had in the last 30 years, you know, and all you have to do is look around and look. And in the fires, you know, the fires are burning every place, you know, and still we got people out here, oh, well, that's just...
there's no global warming.
Yeah, you know. And so it's a thing where we've got people in the U.S. as I've said many times before, we got some of the dumbest people it is in the U.S. and a lot of them are in Washington making all these statements and all these and not doing, and everything is hanging in the balance, really.
A friend asked me the other day, have you ever seen green grass growing when you go way up north? You know where we had that ice cap forever, so to speak?
Mm-hmm.
Now the ice is breaking.
Yeah.
You can see land.
Mm-hmm.
You can see grass growing.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that in your lifetime? No?
No.
All right. Why is this happening? Because the climate is warming up.
Yeah.
The temperature is raising, and therefore the snow is melting.
Yeah.
That's one factor.
Yes.
So now, people, we know there is an issue. We are having all kinds of problems going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's affecting all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if we don't do something about it, we're going to be in big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing along that line, with the roads and bridges, since the Republicans think that's all to infrastructure. Well, if that's all to infrastructure, man, we badly off. Because we have some messed up roads, some bridges that we're lucky we're not falling over.
Yeah. Yes.
They're ready to collapse, so many of them.
Yes.
I don't know of any country where you have all these bridges people have to pass on every day that are in such disrepair.
Right.
But they don't want to do.
Yeah. And you look at this country, man, and all you can do is really shake your head. I mean, it's like we got guns, and that's we'll get to that. We'll get to the courts in a minute. But I mean, it's just what was it? Just a couple of days ago, 700,000 people had died from COVID. Now, no other country has this many people died. No other country, but right here in the U.S.
Ahmad, we pride ourselves as the number one country.
Yeah.
We are the richest, we are this, we have the most of everything. But yet we are doing just about the least of anything.
Yeah.
When we are looking at the health care in this country compared to other industrialized countries, we're way behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are we going to catch up?
No.
Why not?
Because we've got people right here in Lansing and also in Washington going to see that we never ease some of these problems, because if it were so, they'd vote for this bill and let it get out of there where it could be doing some good,
Okay. Did you realize that part of what the Biden administration is pushing forward is a bill that will benefit the people? We talked about it briefly a while ago. But health care, that's one of the things. How many people in this country can't even get to see a doctor? They can't afford it. They don't have the means.
Right.
people just sick, dying because we can't afford to
Yeah.
pay.
Yes.
All right. What about school, education? Why is it we're willing and glad to have other people come here, get the benefits of the education that we can produce and
Yeah.
offer,
Yeah.
and then they go back home to their country and make their country great
Yeah.
from our
Yeah.
educational
Yeah.
system?
Yes.
And I'm not saying don't have them to come.
Well,
And I'm not afraid to say I'm a comer too. Okay?
Right,
I'm a
right.
comer.
right.
But my thing is, if our own people are not able to provide the means to get this education, here the administration is offering at least 2 years of college, a community college, associate degree, for free.
Yeah.
And some people who claim to love you,
Mm-hmm.
they say they love their people, but they're doing nothing to help them.
No.
They said no.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. What else you find that this is offering?
Well, you know, see, we've got a bunch of people in this country who look at it totally different and totally stupid, you know, because the things that the things that we talked about would help people. They said, "Oh no, we can't give them." It's like, but right now, with the bill, well, with the extension that Biden signed, and I'm just going by the
And
news.
that's just to keep the country rolling.
Yeah, I'm just going by with the news now. The newsman said that one thing was in that bill was for to get the people from Iraq, the people from
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, get them selling everything. It's like, wait a minute. We got people here in the U.S. Mothers can hardly feed their kids, and he passes a bill, and he puts especially things for money for
Okay.
these people from Iraq.
But look at it, Ahmad. Sure, we have a moral obligation to assist.
Yes.
Okay? But don't forget they also had they're giving checks to the families for the benefit of the children. Biden got that through already. And on top of that, this second part of the infrastructure, the People's Bill, has accounted for things of that nature where the people are going to benefit. There's a lot going on. Here, the thing here now, the Democrats have got to take some time and let the population know exactly what is in this bill.
Yes.
Don't keep saying it's for the people. What is in it for me?
Yeah.
Let them know and let them see that, hey, next year when you go to the poll, remember who was looking out for you and who was blocking you. Because the Democratic side of it, and right now, Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter to me. I'm for what is right. And the Democrats are now offering a bill that is going to make it so much better for the individual. Man, you could have the best roads and bridges, and the people don't have food to eat. What do you have? Nothing. Your country is nothing without the people.
No.
So don't go out there fooling the people to vote for us and we're going to do this. No, it was being offered. You stopped it. You prevented it. We don't want you. We want those who are looking at us. And even Republicans, don't get this wrong now, Republicans themselves have voted in large numbers in a poll showing that
Mhm.
large numbers
Mhm.
of Republicans are also supporting this bill.
Right.
Republicans, senators, House of Representatives, you need to wake up and see what your people are asking for. And people, if they are not willing to provide for you, throw them out.
Yeah.
They are there to do your bidding. They are your representative. You tell them what you want. If they're not providing it, get rid of them. That's all to it.
Yes, but see, the thing is that the Republicans now in the House and Senate right now, they don't care what what their constituents saying and everything. They don't care, because all they are thinking about now is keep the Democrats from doing this, keep the Democrats from doing that.
And how are they doing it? How are they affecting the people? Okay, they don't care what the people say, what the people
No.
want. But look what happened. The Republicans are passing all kinds of crazy bills to prevent people from being able to vote.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, if you're going to tell me Donald Trump demanded that the governor of Texas have a recount in 4 counties.
Mhm.
The 3 that Biden won, and even one that he won.
Mhm.
He won the state.
Yeah.
And the man is so foolish. But it's not about what happened. They are making room,
Mhm.
setting the stage, because the people now are going to get less and less interested
Yep.
in what going on election
That's
day.
it. Yeah.
You are preventing me from vote. I don't have any confidence in it, because Donald Duck has been touting it out. He's been
Mhm.
ducking it out.
Yeah.
That it's rigged.
Mhm.
Even before anybody voted, it's rigged.
Yeah.
Now they voted, and even where you won, you're saying it's rigged.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people, wake up.
Yeah.
Look, man, we got to get this thing out on the road.
Yeah.
We have to do it, and we must do it quickly.
Yeah. Well, listen.
Next year is the midterm elections.
Yes. Definitely.
And we want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to vote.
Yes.
In Florida, they are mailing out ballots to every person. You didn't have to ask for it. Now Trump say that's rigging.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, but the thing is that you got states now, man, are working on things right now to give us less chance to vote. All of these things. In fact, if somebody is standing in line and want water, they can't get water.
Georgia.
Yeah.
It's a crime
Yeah.
to give somebody a bottle of water.
Yeah. Yes. And going to have, and at every voting site, it's going to be Republicans there, making sure that everything that these old suckers done voted for is taken out. You know.
We're about out of time, but let me just say this. They need to be careful, because what you sow, you're going to reap.
Mm-hmm.
What you do to yourself.
Yes.
People, wake up. They want to prevent you from voting. Fine. You get out there and vote, and make sure you vote them out.
That's it.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? Don't let anybody make you think that God chose America as his divine messianic force to be a sort of policeman of the whole world. God has a way of standing before the nations with judgment, and it seems that I can hear God saying to America, you are too arrogant. If you don't change your ways, I will rise up and break the backbone of your power, and I'll place it in the hands of a nation that doesn't even know my name. Be still and know that I'm God.